Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Rupak Chakravarti, faculty member from the Department of Library and Information Science, Punjab University, Chandigarh. Today, I am going to talk about Media and Information Literacy, MIL, a rendezvous with information from paper academic library. The objectives of the modules are to develop conceptual background of media and information literacy as an integrated entity and explain its significance and characteristics, to present comparative illustrations and relationships of IL and ML, to envisage the role of MIL in cultural and linguistic diversity, to envisage the role of MIL in knowledge societies, in strengthening gender equality and world peace, to elucidate key policy directions for MIL and associated benefits. Dear students, as you know that the world is today facing lot of problems and challenges. These problems are because of the discriminations, the biases, the conflicts, and why this kind of discriminations and biases are increasing, are arising. This is due to the fact that the information is held, information is restricted, the information which is supposed to be delivered in the right way without any changes or editing or modification is restricted and held. It should reach the audience, but it is not being made available to them. This leads to a situation of uncertainty, which further leads to the situations of biases and conflicts. So there are intolerances, cases of you see the political turmoil, the terrorism, all these kind of problems are exiting the society. So there is a great need to create a kind of sustainable environment where the information is made available to the information seekers, and that should be accompanied with the fact that those citizens, those people who are acquiring the information should be in a position to comprehend the information, understand the ethical value and use of the information without any discrimination. As we all know that libraries are providing the concept of literacy, user education to their readers since ages, and they are of late also providing the services of information literacy programs. What is information literacy? Information literacy means it comprises of the set of skills needed to find, retrieve, analyze and use information. It is very closely tied to the course integrated instruction, but it extends far beyond coordination between the reference librarian and the individual faculty member. Even a cursory review of the information literacy competency standard will show that there is much more to information literacy competence than library related research. Students must demonstrate competencies in formulating research questions and in their ability to use information, as well as an understanding of ethical and legal issues surrounding information. I can give you a very good example of ethical use of information. You see, nuclear energy. Nuclear energy can be used for creating nuclear bombs. Nuclear energy can be used for the peaceful generation of electricity. So which is the ethical use? This requires a campus culture of collaboration and focus on student learning. Information literacy is nothing but a set of skills. One should be able to recognize when information is needed, to select information from different print and electronic resources, to locate that information, to evaluate that information, and then finally use the information effectively and corresponding information. Now coming to the concept of media literacy. Information literacy has done a great job. It is actually helping the readers and students. It is working in a conceptual background of the academic curriculum. But when it comes to media literacy, we should understand its concept. A person is said to be media literate if he or she possesses the following abilities. The person should be able to understand the role, functions, and power of media in a democratic society. He or she should be able to understand the methods to accomplish those functions, ability to critically evaluate the media content, using media as a tool for self-expression, intercultural dialogue, and democratic participation, well versed with ICT skills to create user generated content, which is also known as UGC. Media literacy has great potential and advantage. What it does, it enables citizens to empower citizens through rights of free expression, advocates access to information, ensure active participation in governance, help others to become media literate, transform citizens' passive association with media into an active association, make them both critical thinkers and creative producers of information. Media literacy make them comprehend messaging using image, language and sound. In this slide, we will see the comparative illustrations of information literacy and media literacy. If you see the block for information literacy, the components are define and articulate information needs, locate and access information, assess information critically, organize information, ethically use information, communicate information, use of ICT skills for information processing. Whereas in the block of media literacy, you can find the following components. Understand the role and functions of media in democratic societies. Understand the conditions under which media can fulfill their functions. Critically evaluate media content and in the light of media functions. Engage with media for self-expression, intercultural dialogue, and democratic participation. Acquire and use skills, including ICTs, needed to produce user-generated content. In this slide, we are presenting the several thoughts of a school on media literacy and information literacy. One way of thinking is that media literacy is a part of information literacy. The other school of thought may consider that IL is a part of media literacy, ML. In this diagram, the theories of Venn diagram has been used. One concept of intersection and other concept of union has been showed. So media literacy has been showed as an intersection of information literacy, and in second diagram we will find that media literacy has been seen as the complementary and supplementary aspect of IL, that is media literacy union information literacy. This diagram illustrates relationship between information literacy and media literacy. While information literacy involves facilitates engaging with information and the process of becoming informed, greater emphasis on learning to learn and decision making through defining needs and problems, relevant information, and using it critically and responsibly ethically. IL focuses on the information user as an autonomous decision maker, citizen, and learner. In case of media literacy, it facilitates understanding of the roles and functions of media and other information providers in the society. ML extends beyond IL to address representation of social and ethnic groups, their viewpoints and opinions expressed in media, including those that people engage with for entertainment. ML examines the ways in which the media environment facilitates, shapes, enables, and in some cases constrains engagement with information and the communication process. In this diagram, the ecology of MIL has been displayed. Students, you will find that the MIL encompasses social network literacy, library literacy, freedom of expression, freedom of information, digital literacy, digital media literacy, computer literacy, internet literacy, games literacy, cinema literacy, television literacy, news literacy, advertising literacy, and media literacy. Media literacy, when we combine it with information literacy, then it frames the twin concept of media and information literacy, and we can create an acronym called MIL. MIL is associated with the ability to access the traditional and new media and other information sources, to understand and evaluate their contents critically, and to critically use them in a variety of contexts, including teaching and learning, self-expression, creativity, and civic participation. The main goals of MIL are to empower future citizens, to impart basic skills necessary to creatively evaluate information and media content, to foster the development of knowledge societies, and the promotion of free, independent, and pluralistic media. MIL needs, significance, and benefits. This concept includes a foundation for enhancing access to information and knowledge, freedom of expression, and quality education. It describes skills and attitudes that are needed to value the functions of media and other information providers, including those on the internet, enable people to be effectively engaged in all aspects of development. More and more countries are recognizing this importance of MIL. Students, you will be happy to know that more than 70 countries have implemented MIL related activities in varying degrees and reach. Contribute to the process of education for all, which is much needed, as well as providing the means of communication among cultures and people to eliminate stereotypes. It also promotes indigenous or traditional knowledge and sharing. Religious freedom, interfaith dialogue, which is much awaited and much needed because we are losing tolerance, conflict aspect of cultural diversity, intergenerational dialogue. MIL can contribute to the free flow of ideas by word or images. MIL encourages freedom of expression, freedom of religion, which can be considered as a derivative of freedom of expression. It reduces tolerance and it reduces intolerance and increase intercultural understanding across political boundaries, ethnicities, gender and religions, gender equality and women empowerment, emphasis on human rights, shift from protection only to empowerment. This diagram illustrates the MIL triangle. In one of the vertex or corner, you will find democracy, development, and good governance. This forms the very important pillar of this triangle. Second component is media and information literate citizenship. And the third pillar is media and other information providers. MIL characteristics. In this, we will find that MIL has following characteristics. For example, understand the role and functions of media and other information providers in democratic societies. Understand the conditions under which those functions can be accomplished. Recognize and emphasize a need for information. Locate and access relevant information. Critically evaluate information and the media content, including online, in terms of authority, credibility, and current purpose. Extract and organize information and media content. Further characteristics of MIL includes synthesize or operate on the ideas derived from the content, able to communicate one's understanding of created knowledge to audience in an appropriate form and medium, able to communicate one's understanding of created knowledge ethically and responsibly, ability to apply ICT skills in order to process information effectively and produce user-generated content, also known as the acronym of UGC. Engage with media and other information providers, including online, for self-expression, freedom of expression, intercultural dialogue, and democratic participation. Dear students, as you are well aware of the concept of information society, wherein all the activities of the society revolves around the information. This information society, also being termed as knowledge society, or may be considered as a more mature form of information society. This knowledge society has some principles which says that equal access to quality education for women, men, boys and girls. Multiculturalism, giving expression to cultural diversity including gender dimension of culture. Universal access for women, men, boys and girls to information, especially that which is in the public domain. Freedom of expression with implication for gender equality. This MIL is a great enabler. It enables viable strategies towards linguistic diversity through language policies that promote multilingualism in societies, empowering local and vernacular languages, translation between and across languages. This linguistic diversity in the media and in cyberspace has to be understood. What MIL does is it reinforces the diversity of learners. It benefits minority, indigenous and nomadic groups in increasingly complex multicultural societies. It creates a harmonious atmosphere in the society where people find happy to live in. MIL policies provide detailed strategies for the promotion of cultural diversity in the area of communication. Gender equality is a great we can say need of the hour, because we often talk of gender biases existing in the current society. MIL has a potential to neutralize this kind of gender bias. MIL can empower the women and women organizations as they become more aware of their rights and law protecting and safeguarding their place in the society. All sorts of discriminations and biases on the basis of gender can be diluted, as media and information literate men will also give them their due recognition in the society. World peace. It is, I think, the world peace is the most sought after concept, or you can say it's a desire for whole humanity to have a world peace. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. It was founded in 1945, and what was the maxim? Since wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the bastion defenses of peace must be constructed. So that battle of mind, that conflict can be diluted. MIL has the power to empower minds by diluting misunderstandings, misuse or lack of use of media, information and other information providers. For this, MIL policies and strategies are required at national level and international level both. MIL has become the key to communication and learning of all kinds and a fundamental condition of access to today's knowledge societies. With socio-economic disparities increasing and global crisis over food, water and energy, has become a survival tool in a fiercely competitive world. MIL can be a significant contributor in achieving the Millennium Development Goals. Rights and duties in MIL framework. In the MIL framework, citizens have certain rights. They have right to obtain access to the information when it is collected, to examine it and to amend it if necessary. They must have some means of accountability or enforcement. Reliable quality information should be open and accessible to everybody. Data collectors also have some responsibility to be performed. That includes secure and safe data storage mechanism, data accuracy, complete and reliable, check inappropriate analysis leading to inappropriate conclusions, data anonymization in research, ensuring copyright protection in all creative, intellectual and cultural fields for the advancement of knowledge and cultural expression and promotion of cultural diversity. MIL and ICT opportunities. ICT provides many opportunities that can be incorporated in MIL, which includes equal access to ICTs for citizens of all countries irrespective of their development level. Equal access to ICTs for citizens without any urban and rural divide. Equal access to ICTs for citizens regardless of gender, ethnic, linguistic, religious and social background. Gender issues prevailing in developing countries to eliminate poverty, illiteracy, and bridge language and geographical barriers. Key policies formulation is very important for MIL. Unless we have a policy, we cannot implement MIL. And for this policy direction, we need to support and develop open knowledge societies. We must promote social inclusion and aim to reduce the participation gap between citizens. Gender equality and women empowerment are most important features of this development society. We should provide specific education and training to develop individuals' media and information competencies, knowledge, skills, and attitudes, and create knowledge of and expertise in a broad range of media and information sources. Identify the economic benefits associated with media, memory institutions, and other information providers, including those on the internet, leading to new opportunities for commerce, trade, and the development of new industries. Capitalize the cultural opportunities offered by media and information technologies by facilitating intercultural dialogue and developing mutual understanding through passing on tradition and culture in new ways and through recognition of new cultural practices. promote the benefits of media, memory institutions, and other information providers, including those on the internet, through making connections between MIL, health literacy, e-health initiatives, agriculture, science literacy, financial literacy, etc. Promote access to information and care for remote and rural communities. It also includes facilitating sustainability opportunities for media and information technologies and will demonstrate how they can be used to promote education about sustainable development and provide opportunities for sustainable development practices. Benefits of MIL policies and strategies. If we can implement the policies and strategies and objectives of MIL, we can actually harness many benefits. And these benefits will directly go to the citizens. What we'll find is more active and democratic participation. Citizens become proactive producers of content and knowledge. Freedom of expression, access to information, awareness of ethical responsibilities, balances the understanding of rights with ethical responsibilities, respect and promote others' rights, enabling diversities, enabling dialogues and tolerance, civic cohesion, and inclusiveness of different sectors and age groups. It will also foster trust and respect among all members in a society and benefit all stakeholders involved. The benefits for government across economics, health, governance, and education includes health, education, governance, universal health and longevity, increased wealth and prosperity, better informed decision makers, respect for diversity, respect for the environment, quality of life improvement, transform, augment, and enrich education, build a bridge between learning that takes place in a physical classroom space and that which occurs in the digital space, equips teachers with enhanced knowledge to empower future citizens, equipping citizens with necessary competencies to participate fully in political, economic, and social life. Better quality media and information providers. We find that quality media imparts crucial knowledge about the functions of development of free, independent, and pluralistic media and open information systems. It enables citizens to know their media and information rights. Information providers imparts crucial knowledge about the information channels in democratic societies. It creates an atmosphere where demand free access to information through independent and diverse media and other information providers. Key media and information literacy indicators which are responsible for shaping the future world include transdisciplinarity, virtual collaboration, sense making, social intelligence, cross cultural competency, cognitive load management, novel and adaptive thinking, computational thinking, new media literacy, and design mindset. The new MIL model for the future world. Access retrieval of media and information. Here, the access includes button knowledge, the technical skill needed to use digital technologies, information searching skills, data curation intelligence, and transmedia navigation skills. Evaluation, understanding of media and information literacy. Understanding is very important part on the part of citizens for media and information literate. Understanding media and information literacy includes understanding the content, the format, the institutions, and the audience. Computational thinking includes ability to translate vast amount of data into abstract concepts and understand data-based reasoning. It involves assessment and evaluation. Sense making means ability to determine the deeper meaning of significance of what is being expressed. Critical digital literacy is also very important, which involves ability to critically assess the quality and validity of the content that uses new media forms and to leverage these media for persuasive communication. Photo-visual skills are also very important, which includes ability to read instructions from graphical displays and comprehend them correctly. It also involves organization and synthesis, knowledge management, and skill of abandonment. Dear students, MIL has a very good concept of create media and information, and it includes effective communication and information sharing, storytelling skills, specific medium use, interactive tool use, security practices, application and goal achievement, ethical use of media and information, creation and problem solving, creativity, design mindset, ability to represent and develop tasks and work processes for desired outcomes, media and information production techniques, collective knowledge construction and collaboration, solving the problems in a collaborative manner, monitoring, media and information criticism and monitoring. The two major categories of MIL indicators proposed are categorized under two sets of variables, namely Tier 1 and Tier 2. The first, Tier 1, is a set of macro statistical variables that measures MIL activity according to the information cycle at the national level. It includes general items that gauge preparedness and availability of institutions at both the policymakers and institutional level for promotion of MIL in society, education, and work. The Tier 1 variables are grouped in Category 1 and Category 2. Here, Category 1 includes media and information enabling factors, and Category 2 includes media and information availability. The Category 2, media and information availability, has been further broadly classified as 2A, 2B, and 2C as creation and availability, distribution and supply, and information reception, respectively. Tier 2 variables indicators for MIL. The Tier 2 set of variables or indicators deal with MIL within the formal education system. It attempts to measure individual competencies among teacher trainers, teachers in training services, and students at primary, secondary, and tertiary levels. This tier is focused on MIL skills that fall within the information use element of the media and information cycle. This diagram represents the media and information cycle. Here we find that it starts with creation or availability. It is followed by distribution and supply, information reception, then finally distribution, use, and MIL skills. After that, again the cycle completes with again the creation or availability of the information. This table presents the component 1, that is access, retrieval of media and information. This table has 4-5 columns, and we will find that the core competencies are the most important one. And these include recognize the need for media and information, defines the need for media and information, recognizes that a variety of media and information serve a variety of purposes, recognizes a problem and looks for solution, develops search strategies, search process to find media and information. It identifies the media and information for a particular purpose and defines the necessary content. It also evaluates potential sources to look for media and information. The part B of component 1 of access and retrieval of media and information is location and retrieval of media and information. This includes choosing appropriate media and information sources, access the selected media and information sources, selecting and retrieving the located media and information. It deals with the component 2 of the MIL model, which is evaluation and understanding of media and information. The subcomponent is assessment of media and information, and the core competencies are analyzes, examines, and extracts relevant media and information, distinguishes editorial from commercial content, recognizes that media try to attract different audiences for different purposes, interprets media and information, understands and evaluates the functions of media and information in society, understands and questions context, ownership, regulation, audiences, economic, legal, privacy, and security issues of media and information. It also evaluates how people, places, issues, ideas, and concepts are presented in media and information, with an appreciation of the importance of diversity in the media and information. The subcomponent B of this component 2 is organization of media and information, and the core competencies under this subcomponent are evaluates currency, relevance, accuracy, and quality of the retrieved media and information, recognizes that media and information have social and political implications, and that the media and information often have an agenda setting function, selects and synthesizes media and information, identifies the best and most useful media and information, determines appropriate and relevant use of media and information. It groups and organizes the retrieved media and information. And lastly, it arranges, saves, stores, preserves, and deletes media and information. Here we will discuss the component 3, that is the use and communicate media and information. It has some components A as creation of knowledge, and it includes learns or internalizes the media and information as personal knowledge, applies media and information contextually relevant settings to target audience, evaluates knowledge for usefulness. Under component 3, that is use and communicate, we have subcomponent communication and ethical use and media and information. It includes communicates in media and information formats for a particular message for a particular audience, demonstrates ethical use of information, protects personal data. It tries to identify and interact with bodies that regulate media and information, communicates and learning product with acknowledgement of intellectual property, uses the relevant acknowledgement style standards. Dear students, I would like to conclude this presentation by saying that one size does not fit all. If we want to truly implement MIL in our society, this has to be done by all sectors of the society. This can't be, you cannot say that this is the role of the government only or this is the role of library only. Initiatives have to be taken at individual, organizational, national and global level, at the grassroots level even, because MIL cannot be implemented in one day. It can be achieved in a phased manner. It's a gradual process. It enables us to become true knowledge seeker without caring about the source of information, its form or format, geographical boundaries, time constraints, gender, culture, and religious beliefs and differences. The problems the world today is facing, including all forms of violence, is because of wrong decisions made by people. MIL is the great enabler. It reduces the probability of taking wrong decisions by people who matters, who are media and information literate. The value and power of information literacy gets enhanced, enriched and expanded multifold when it converges with media literacy. While information literacy is more effective at individual level, MIL has proven positive global impact as it aims for greater transparency, accountability, freedom, with strengthening the social fabric and democratic values with knowledge-based bonding. Thank you students, happy learning.